In this video, I want to make a beat using nothing but vinyl records on the MPC One Plus. Check it out! What's up, everybody? My name is Matthew Stratton. On this channel, I like to help you create music, and I do tutorials and setup videos like this one. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. So the first thing I want to do is just create an empty project, and then let's just name this project here. So in order to do that, I'm going to go to Menu. Right here it says Save. Right here it says Save As. And I can use my internal SD card. I'm going to save this right here in projects. So now we have a new project saved in here. I'm going to press the sampler button to take me to the sampler. Once I'm in the sampler, I want to press N right here so we can monitor all the audio coming into the sampler. I want to put on my headphones so I can hear it. And then I'm going to record this first sample, which is a drum break. Okay. All right, so I got my sample in there. What I'm going to do is just take this record off here. All right, you can see I have a new sample in here. What I'm going to do is name this sample break, just because it's going to be our drum break in here. And I'm going to go to Edit, which is going to take me to the sample editor so I can trim this down. The goal here is to make a loop out of this. So what I'm going to do is take my start and end points and put them on here so they make a perfect loop. So what I could do is go ahead and trim this sample down. So I'm going to go to Process, Discard. Now I got a perfect loop. So there's several ways to go about what to do with this sample. I'm going to put it in an audio track. I'm going to go to my audio tracks. So if you go to Main and press that audio tab, it's going to take you to audio tracks. And right here we have audio 1. You can change that to break. All right, so then I want to tap this button right underneath the main or the home button. Right there, boom, we're going to be able to see our sample. If you put that selector tool on, you can go ahead and pick your sample. I'm going to insert it at 1-1, do it. We got a perfect sample right there. This tempo is around 95 BPM. So if I go back in here, you can see this is going to be pretty close. You could hit duplicate right here, boom. And it's going to duplicate that right there. And if you listen and look, we got that sequence right there. All right, so the next thing I want to do is find a bass. I got a record over here. It's got a lot of bass sounds on it. So I'm just going to use this record right here, put it on here. I know there's a lot of bass sounds on here. Now you hear how that bass is going boom, 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 boom. I think I'm going to be able to pick that bass out, especially with the new stem separations we got. Right there. So you can hear there's a couple bass notes under there. Let's try to get that bass. Go to sample edit. I want to try my stem separation. I want to separate the bass out. I really want to test out the stems right here. All right, here's a couple bass notes. And you can hear them perfectly right there. So I'm just going to go ahead and make this a drum program. Process that. Go to discard, discard to excess. And then I'm just going to normalize it real quick. Be quick about it. I'm going to go to manual chop. I'm going to take this cue. I'm going to place it where I want it. And I'm going to add a slice there. Add a slice there. So now I got a couple bass notes I can play. So in order to play those, I want to go back to main. I want to go to menu. And then I'm going to use this particular track. I'm going to name it bass. I'm going to name it bass, and what I'm going to do is I want to add that program on here. So let's go back to sample edit, and then go to shift, go to convert, make a new drum program, pad params, boom. So I use the pad parameters, put bass on this track right here. Now you can add effects on here, like I can add like a soft clipper or something like that to make it a little more harmonic. I got this record here. Somebody gave it to me. They probably bought it from the thrift store and gave it to me. I don't know. It's a random thing. Let's see if it works. Let's see what sample we got. This is a very noisy record that I got here. So I found this little section in the middle here. I might try to sum it. Processing. Let's go ahead and chop this up a little bit. All right, let's try this. Let's try something like that. I'll just use 2 slices. Let's go ahead and shift, convert, new drum program pad parameters right here. Do it. Main, track 2, go to that new program, Mozart sample. This is a Mozart record. Go back to that bass track. So now we can put the bass where we want it, where we need it. We can use that sample. So let's go ahead and cut the bass for a moment. Go back to that sample. All right, let's try to put this sample in here real quick. I just realized we need to double this length, so let's go ahead and double the length of that particular one. And then what you could do is you go back to your grid editor and you just go to the ones that need to be corrected. All right, and then I'm going to transpose these up. Now let's listen to it. It's going to do a bass line. Put a compressor on those drums. All right, so there you got it. I got the break right here on the audio track. So those are the drums in the background. Now if I go back to main, go to the MIDI section, I have a sample and I have a bass. And the bass is actually coming from a record. So all these sounds came from records. So if you listen to this, we got that, and we got this sample. Now let's throw them all together. So if you got something like... beat right there. If you're enjoying this content, remember to give it a thumbs up below. It's going to really help out the channel. I appreciate you for doing that. Let's get back into it. I think I do want to tune that bass a little bit lower right there. So I'm going to go to my 16 levels, go to my bass. All right, so what I did right there is I went into my 16 levels and I went to tuning. Right there is the bass note. Right here is a semitone lower. So all I did is play a little bit lower of a bass note right here. Now I'm back here and here's our beat. Click or tap the screen over here to take you to more MPC 1 Plus videos. If you like this, remember to give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching. Continue to create music, and we'll talk soon. Peace, y'all.